It's early. Hey. You can hear the roosters. Can you hear the monkeys up in those trees? It is much prettier at night. Okay.
Trimming the hedge. Trimming the hedge.
Palm Beach area. These are all private homes.
It's 2 hours apart.
Palm Beach, baby!
Woohoo!
Spring break! Woohoo!
Me in Palm Beach! Royal Palm Way.
Coming up on our left-hand side is the green building of the river with the white stripe on. It was built in 1936, still going strong today. It's the oldest active hotel in Fort Lauderdale, the accepted beginning of our downtown. Electronics firm he started out in Texas, Tandy Electronics, better known to us, of course, as Radio Shack. Home is owned today by the folks that own the Running Horse Farms, a breeding farm for thoroughbred racehorses. $500,000. Buy that, set up your double-wide RV in the middle, and you get yourself a homestead along the river. Won't make the neighbors very happy, but hey, if they can't take a joke, the heck with them. Right? Then he started expanding his hockey bell tower up top, all the islands and waterfalls. The lawn is a putting green. Now, Mike Egan sold Alamo to Wayne Huizenga, famous for Blockbuster Video, Miami Dolphins, etc. His home's coming up on our left in just a moment. Wayne started out here in the Fort Lauderdale area in the mid-50s. He borrowed money from his mother and bought a garbage truck for sale. Built that into the multinational, multi-billion-dollar Waste Management Corporation. Retired from Waste Management, invested in a small video chain out in Texas, brought their headquarters back here, formed Blockbuster Video. We sold that to Paramount and started Republic Industries, better known as Automation. Over to our left with the American flag in the backyard, the home of Wayne Huizenga. Wayne is the owner of the Miami Dolphins. Pro Player Stadium, the home of the Dolphins. He recently sold the Florida Panthers hockey team and, of course, sold the Marlins baseball team after winning the World Series with them in '97. Wayne's home on the palm trees over to our left. Whit Hudson is the president of Southern Sanitation, All Service Refuse, and Portlet Portable Potty Company. He has two other yachts besides the runabout that you see beside the home now. He has an $8 million cruising yacht called Bon Bon, named after his wife Bonnie, Wayne's sister. And he also has a $1 million sport fishing boat that he calls Business Stinks, named after his business, Southern Sanitation Garbage Company. He's got a sense of humor. Business may stink, but it's very, very lucrative. He paid $6 million for that home 20 years ago. The next home to our left is yellow with a green fence. Wayne Huizinga, there's the name again. He bought this home for his daughter Pam, and her husband James Van Hart gave it to him as a wedding present. This 15,000 square foot home was leased by Demi Moore when she was in town filming the movie Striptease. She paid $35,000 a month rent for that home. Pam and James Van Hart sold it recently, $14.6 million. A little bit of a profit. After all, she is a Huizinga, right? The vacant lot to our left is actually a double lot. There were two homes over there that were torn down. That lot and the home next to it, the 5-bedroom yellow home, were purchased as a package for $17.2 million by a retiring executive with Kohl's department stores out west. He figures he's going to retire in a couple of years. He's going to have him build an 11-bedroom home on the vacant property, and then use that existing 5-bedroom home as a guest house. I'd love to be his guest for about 5 or 10 years. Also to our left, a beige home with a white roof, with a shrubbery along the seawall. This home was built back in the 50s for Herb Schreiner, famous stand-up comedian back then. His sons grew up in that home and on TV themselves. One of them plays the character Scotty Baldwin in the General Hospital TV show. The other one, Will Schreiner, is a stand-up comedian like his dad. Speaking of TV, again to our port side, left-hand side, there's the yellow split-level home with the dark brown roofs, the green stripe across the middle. This is the former $4 million home of the $6 million man, Mr. Lee Majors. Lee is famous as TV's $6 million man. He had that home built about 18 years ago when he moved here full-time from California along with his wife at the time, Farrah Fawcett. She moved out shortly after they moved in. According to the tabloids, she filed for a $3 million bionic divorce. He stayed there with the kids for a while and then sold the home and lives in a condo here in Lauderdale. By the way, when Farrah moved out over there, we used to call that the only home on the water without a faucet. You know, like Farrah Fawcett. That's all right. Fortunately, there aren't too many jokes on this trip. Unfortunately, the ones we have get worse as we go along. Now, earlier on in Tarpon Bend, we showed you a vacant lot available for $5.5 million. There's over 200 feet of waterfront. And coming up on our starboard or right-hand side is the last front lot available for sale in Rio Vista. This one is over 430 feet of waterfront. Jack was the only guy with a patent on that process. He ended up making a $380 million cash fortune on that process. Today he's semi-retired, lives there with his wife and family, and he gets about $30 million a year revenue from the business. Well, I don't know about you, but I could sure handle a job that paid $30 million a year retirement. Matter of fact, I'd work full-time for $30 million. Wouldn't even put down overtime if I had to work 2 months. to our port side, left-hand side, is the Harbor Beach section of Fort Lauderdale. Some more of Millionaire's Row. Right on the corner to our left, the green home with the dark green roof, is the home of the Bronfman family. Mr. Charles Bronfman Jr., chief of Seagram's Distilleries up in Canada and Ohio. They, of course, make Seagram's Seven Crown, Crown Royal, and V.O. whiskey. Next door is a white roof, single-story home, a screened-in pool. Way back in the 60s, when they were married and had their TV show, that was one of the winter retreats for Sonny and Cher. They leased that home for many, many years. It was just a little hideaway to get down in Fort Lauderdale. 5 houses down from the Sonny and Cher home, as we call it. There's a beige 2-story home with a double white roof, white runabout there in the backyard dock. That's the home of the Compton family. Dr. Compton, longtime executive with Miles Laboratories. Dr. Compton's the fellow that came up with the formula for Alka-Seltzer products. My kind of neighborhood, folks, you can get your headache at one end of the street with the Seagrams, put it out the other end of the street, blah, blah, fizz, fizz with the Alka-Seltzer, and next door to the Seagrams, when they were in town, you could go next door and party with Sonny and Cher. People used to say there was a path that went up and down that street from people going back and forth from the Seagrams to the Comptons, Alka-Seltzer. Coming up on our starboard side again is the Citgo sign, the Lauderdale Marina, one of the older marinas in the city. Lauderdale Marina was established in 1948 by Robert Fox. Came here from New York City on the sailboat and established houses of refuge along the shores, marina along the shores of 15th Street. Next door to the marina office, the 2-story gray building with the blue awning, that is the 15th Street Fisheries Restaurant, one of the finer seafood restaurants here in the city. Casual dining downstairs, formal dining upstairs. We, by the way, have little complimentary cards for the 15th Street Fisheries, giving you a free slice of key lime pie or a Caribbean coffee. Everybody at the table. So stop by the wheelhouse, up here where I'm speaking from, and we'll be more than happy to give you a complimentary Caribbean coffee or key lime pie there at the Fisheries. Over to our port side, left-hand side, is the Pier 66 complex, built in 1954. They have a glass-walled elevator running up the outside of the building. It's an express elevator. Time to take 66 seconds to make the trip from the lobby to the cocktail lounge at the top of the hotel. That's a revolving cocktail lounge. Takes 66 minutes to make one complete revolution. Bartender says he can point out 66 points of interest from the lounge. The average price of a drink up there, $5.95 plus tax, $6.66. And the average age of the clientele is 66. We're now passing 17th Street Causeway Bridge. As you can see, a new bridge on this site. We used to have a 55-foot tall drawbridge on this location. Opened every 25-foot tall, 40-year-old drawbridge. Opened every half hour for sailboats, goes down every other day. After 4 years construction, we now have a 55-foot tall drawbridge. Opens every half hour for sailboats, breaks down a little further boat day. Bridge with tax dollars in port at the same time. We are also the home port of the Queen Mary II, the world's newest, largest, most expensive, and heaviest with 150,000 tons ocean liner. Opposed to a cruise ship, an ocean liner built to withstand the rigors of traffic and travel of the North Atlantic, throughout Southampton to New York and back. So we're going to head down to the south end of Port Everglades, and I want to show you the world, not the world, but the largest American-owned private yacht. There's the Power and Motor Yacht magazine, 400-foot motor yacht. And so we need to do that, we need to cross the entry channel to Port Everglades. It's subject us to a little bit of motion on the trees and we can go from house to the we want to ask you to please use caution with the handrails and unscrew if you can. And then those baseball caps and those things, the cold beers and the hot dogs you don't want to lose on the side. Keep the youngsters close at hand. You don't want them to lose their photographs. To do a little zigzag, you can get as smooth as you possibly can. And then we'll get through this picture. So we'll do our forward side to guard your stop. As we begin our turn south into the calmer waters of the ICW, getting close to the waterway. Over to our right, that Spanish building with the Burton Jack's on the tower. It was Burton Jack's restaurant. Good. We park, they get everybody out of the car, open up the trunk, and go through. 413 feet long. See the helicopter on the back deck? They have two helicopters aboard, two 40-foot tenders or dinghies, or smaller toys, personal. Paul Allen. He was Bill Gates' roommate in college. We don't have any exact figures because they've kept all of that a secret, but according to Power and Motor Yacht magazine, they estimate the building cost on this yacht really could. Most of the yachts, 4 to 5 decks. The seat we built over the head of that tall basketball court. Not too shabby a deal. So here's your photo opportunity, folks, on Paul Allen's $100 billion motor yacht, Octopus. Left-hand side, the green building with the blue on, all the Pelicans on the roof. 15th Street. 15th Street, not what we see. We are northbound on the Intercoastal. Now the west coast of Florida. Miami, as made the mariners, the Coast Guard maintains the bar. Lighthouse, let us photo opportunity. And the nice to view greater resemblance to the White House in Washington, D.C. Notice the palm trees around the house. They're not native to the area. Brought in on a barge, planted in the backyard. Depending upon the location of your home, the size of the palm trees you want, will range in price from anywhere from $50 to $100 a foot installed in your backyard. To your left, you're looking at about $3,500 a piece just for the palm trees. Of course, when you pay $18 million for your house, who cares what the palm trees cost? Coming up to our starboard side, right-hand side, the great two-story home, the white railing on the second floor. I call that one the mother-in-law home. Notice the guest quarters separate from the main house. So if your mother-in-law comes down for an extended stay, it was for sale over in Europe, $600,000. The doctor and his wife were over there on their anniversary cruise. And his wife had picked out a beautiful diamond necklace that she wanted for an anniversary present. Then she spotted the statue. He said, well, pick one, and we'll get it for you for your anniversary present. And then he noticed that there was a half-price sale sticker on the statue, marking it down to $300,000. Unbeknownst to her, he bought both. And when they got home, she found the statue in the backyard. She got both the statue and the necklace as an anniversary present. I think he got a tie and a bottle of cologne for his anniversary present. 11,000 square foot home, $9 million home of Roger Wittenberg, founder of Lady of America, fitness centers around the world for ladies only. He saw this home, loved it. Came out, looked at the dock space, it was big enough, wrote a check for $9 million and bought the home on the spot. Now the first spec home, built on the intercoastals, coming up on our right, a white home with a tinted glass wall, built 20 years ago, offered for sale for $1.2 million. So real steel today, but a lot of money 15 years ago, especially when you consider that's a one-bedroom home built as a bachelor pad. The developer had such a hard time selling it, he bought a Rolls, put that in the driveway, ended up selling the home and the Rolls for $1.2 million. The home was used during many episodes of Miami Vice, TV shows from him here in the area. Next home to our right, the home of very nice lady. By the way, you see that home there that you got for his mom and dad? If your kids ever come to you and ask to borrow money to buy a garbage truck, you might consider giving it to them. You could end up with a home like that along the other way. Also to our right, a yellow high-rise building, green roofs, all the scaffolding around the building. That is the Harbor's Place condominium, one of the newer condos along Lauderdale Beach. Pre-construction prices range from $715,000 to over $5.5 million. Of course, for 1948, the Coast Guard moved out over here. The city of Lauderdale purchased the property, leased it to the Bahia Mar Corporation on a 99-year lease. Today, that lease is held by a consortium of businessmen, headed up by Wayne Huizenga. Is the CEO of Carnival Cruise Lines, the world's largest cruise line.
Seems like all the rich people in the world have their second house here. Third or fourth.
Over to our starboard side at this time is the Idlewild section of Lauderdale. So called because when it was developed back in the 20s, the men were idle, the women were wild, so they called it Idlewild. Homes in Idlewild back in the 20s sold for between $7,000 and $12,000 as opposed to the $4,000 to $8,000 place of Rio Vista that we saw earlier in our trip. They're a lot more expensive today. Over to our right, behind this truck, this home is 18,500 square feet of air-conditioned space, 21,000 square garage. They completed the construction on it about 6 years ago, offered it for sale for $20 million. They had offers of $16 million, $18 million.